Hey, welcome to Farm Talk Friday. Good morning from Costa Rica. I am Ken Jordan. This is my beautiful wife, Giovanna.
Hi, Annie.
Hi, Angel. How you doing? You
I'm
look
doing
beautiful today.
Oh, thank you.
Every day. All right. This is one of our first
I don't know why I was looking off camera.
Farm Talks across the country. Well, I don't know. I guess we've done this before, right?
We've done this before, but not
But
from
we're-
here.
But we're like doing on-location permaculture talk today. That's right. We'll get to that later. Okay. Did I say the date?
I don't know.
It's
I don't
November
even know what
6th,
the date is.
2024.
No, it's December.
December 6th, 2024. Yeah, we do this every Friday. I used to be in a band called the Crystal Method. My wife has an amazing nonprofit called Green Wave. Please go to greenwave.eco for more information.
And I have yogic and tantric offerings, and I have a free one going right now where we're drawing the Sri Yantra until February.
Okay.
So check that out
And where do they check that out?
on my personal page.
And what's that? The
My
Facebook
name.
page?
My name, yeah.
Okay.
Giovanna Jordan.
That's right. Okay, one of the things we usually do first is we talk about the advertisement we used this week. I know I posted it, but what was it? The little bananas?
There's a little banana, and I was trying to hold it like in the I love you sign.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I was like making the symbol. We
Yeah.
love bananas.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And they were really good bananas. They were really small. I don't know if we've had that variety pop up before, but they were delicious.
They were really good.
And they were not the 1,000 fingers
No,
tiny ones.
not
they
the
were
super tiny
maybe
ones.
like little manzanitas or something.
Yeah, little dados.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now we're in Tinamaste, which is a little south on the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. We were in Capos, Manuel Antonio.
Yeah.
I had my final triathlon of the year. And I was lucky enough to win. And I won by so much. I think I won the championship for the year for my age group. So I'm super excited about all that.
Ken's number one.
But it could be my last triathlon I ever raced because my knee is kind of destroyed. It was getting worse and worse, getting closer to the race. And now it's really super bad. So anyway, I'll give it some time, see if it can heal up. And if not, I'll move on to just biking and swimming.
What's that called again?
Aqua bike.
Aqua bike.
Or separate swimming and separate bike races. Either, anyway, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what's
be
the one
fine.
that you like that will tie into the next thing we wanted to talk about? La Ruta?
La Ruta de los Conquistadores.
That's up a volcano?
Well, it's an annual race coast to coast on mountain bikes. It's like a 3-day race. And it's a famous race. And I'm really excited about doing it someday. I don't know if I'm ready.
It actually
yet, though.
sounds exciting to me, but Ken's so good at biking. Like, he's so good at biking. He makes up his time in the triathlons. I need somebody else to train with.
No, it sounds like you want to do La Ruta as well.
I know, but like, who am I going to train with?
You're
Like,
gonna
I would
train
hold
with-
you
yeah,
up. You're
training
an
me.
amazing.
You won't hold me up.
I mean, yeah, you could be my trainer.
This is going to be great.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
So anyway, after
Hola, Ricardo.
After Capos and Manuel Antonio, we went to an amazing glamping eco lodge, the Choro Eco Lodge. It was really cool. Spent a couple of nights there.
Yeah, incredible, right by the Rio Naranjo.
Yeah.
And they have a Section 5 rafting.
Class 4 and 5.
Right in front of
rapids.
the property.
Yeah.
So the river was super loud during this time period that we were there. Just amazing, like how strong, you know,
Yeah.
it was like, whoa. And we saw, well, Ken saw 2 guys. I saw 1 guy in a kayak powering through. And when we
Yeah.
told our, the owners, they were actually pretty surprised.
Yeah.
They're like, oh.
And
They made a crazy
Yeah.
face, like, oh, shoot, okay. I hope they made it.
Yeah, and these guys were like really good
Technical.
kayaker Rapids guys. Anyway, and there's an amazing waterfall right on the property. It's super cool.
Depending on how fast you walk and how careful you are, it's a 2 to 5 minute walk, but it's really beautiful. And maybe I'll post one of the mermaid pictures later.
Yeah. And okay, so congratulations to
Wild Sun,
Wild-
50 flying free.
Wild Sun Animal Rescue in over where we live. It's
In Kabuya.
in Kabuya on the Nicoya Peninsula. They did a macabre release today, bringing
This morning.
their total number of released macaques to 50.
Yeah.
So,
So it's a reintroduction program. So it's not like they were in bird jail and they got released. This is an inside joke, but they've been raising them, and they got the baton passed to them from the previous project that was in Barcelona, a different part that's in the other direction, about the same distance from where we live, and so now the total in the area I think is in the, I don't know, maybe less than 300, but getting up there.
Yeah.
And we've added 50 with Wild Sun, so that's super exciting.
shout out to Ricky Green, one of my high school classmates.
Oh, yay!
Yeah. Okay, now next up for us, we're staying down here. We're going down to the Osa Peninsula to Puerto Jimenez for the 4th annual Modoc Wildlife Ball party.
Casual ball.
Yeah, so it's a boat party with 4 DJs, mermaids.
Mermaids.
You know anything about that?
Of course,
Yeah.
we have to have some mermaids.
Fire dancers, conservation awards, a lot of fun. We've been posting about it. We'll post some more.
And Pete just tagged us in it. Captain Pete tagged us in a
Okay,
post from his page, so hopefully it'll just populate. But
cool. So it's a benefit, so it's $30 a head, but the public is welcome.
yeah, and you get 2 drinks and a burger.
Yeah, and that's coming up this Saturday in Puerto Jimenez on the Osa Peninsula.
Yes. And now,
All right.
dun, da, da, da.
Now, we are at our friend's place. Harry and Sue, they moved down here around the same time as us from the same area. We're both,
Yeah.
both of us couples are from the LA, well, we moved from the LA area.
And they came down about 2 years after, right?
Yeah.
You guys have
Yeah,
been here 7
7
years?
years, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and we're sitting like this just so we can fit into the shot. And
it's cute. 'cause
and
it's
these
cute.
these guys are permaculture superstars. We just took a tour.
And how do you know Harry?
Okay, that's a good
That's
point.
a long story.
Well, yeah.
Harry is absolute superstar production manager of various festivals, and he's highly sought after, but he won't do it anymore. And
Yes.
and there was a time he worked.
Don't
for the-
ask him, he's over it.
There was a golden age when he worked for the Crystal Method, and we always have loved him, and it's great to have him as a neighbor.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so they gave us an amazing tour of
Their property.
a couple of greenhouses, all kinds of like science projects going on with
Harry's projects.
yeah,
Lots of projects.
So many projects. Yeah. Harry, you've taken lots of workshops. Both of you have taken.
I've
has.
taken a lot of workshops, and I have an extensive library in permaculture. So from that standpoint, yeah, I pretty much know what I think I know what I'm doing. But
Harry's been, looking, well, ever since you got down here, he's been doing a lot of research.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
even before that, I remember you guys had like some composting going on at your
Yes.
house in LA.
Yeah.
and-
it's become a lot more elaborate now,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. If he's reading or if he's watching a video, it's generally about permaculture and how we can improve what we're
Soil.
doing,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Harry and Sue watch Farm Talk Friday a lot.
Yep.
We get to see them. It pops on, and I have to say, Sue, normally because it'll say it's from Harry's account.
Yeah.
I'm like, Harry, and I'm like, but Sue's probably there
Yeah.
Yes.
also.
Yeah.
We are
So we'll
always
have to.
there.
I'll have to get better about that. And be like, Sue and Harry.
they are absolute permaculture expat superstars.
They are. They are.
I'll take it.
They're being superstars, and they actually they still have a piece of property that they started a food forest on, and then they decided to move to Tinamaste instead. And there was some stuff going on here, but also you guys adopted some infrastructure, which is nice. But I have to say, whoever gets that property is inheriting a lot of work that you guys did.
Yeah.
So not only is it a really incredible, beautiful ocean view property that they're selling,
Yeah.
It has a
If
view of the
anyone's
wa-
interested.
yeah,
It
but
does-
it has a food forest
Yeah.
also, which is incredibly valuable, I think, these
And
days.
it has a view of the most iconic view in Costa Rica, which
The
is
whale
the
tail,
whale
right?
tail.
Yeah. And we spent, a year of every morning from 5 a.m. in the morning until about 8:30 in the morning, we'd work on that food forest because any later in the day it was
It's
just
too
way
hot.
too hot. But yeah, we would
You guys worked
religiously.
so hard.
Yeah.
I
Right.
know.
Yeah, it was our passion project.
But anyways, they're doing great work here. We just got the tour, and so we're excited to have them share more about that.
So speaking of the heat, up here at Tinamaste, which is higher elevation, it is so cool and so nice up here.
It is.
Tell us about the differences and the advantage or disadvantages of the climate here.
Well, I think down here is considered the southern zone permaculture capital in Tinamastes. It's probably 5 to 7 degrees cooler up here in the mountains.
Centigrade? Celsius or?
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit,
I'd say
okay.
Fahrenheit. We're 25 minutes from the beach, so we still have beach
Yay,
access.
Raymond! And Michelle.
But I think everything grows so much better here.
Well, it makes our
Than
lives
where
a
you
little
guys were
easier.
before.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we have 2 orchards, one which is tangerine and avocados, and then we have a citrus orchard that also has pomegranate.
Yeah.
But then
exciting.
across our entire
Love
property,
pomegranate.
we have
Mango,
mangoes,
papaya,
yeah, we have
rambutan,
pepper,
bariba.
jamaica,
The cranberry hibiscus.
yeah, figs,
We planted lots of mulberry bushes.
Jackfruit.
Yeah, we just planted
The
fig
katook.
trees. Yeah,
bananas.
Yeah.
Lots of different varieties of bananas.
yeah.
We have Giovanna's favorite tree, the rainbow eucalyptus.
Yeah.
We have
So
many of
pretty.
those.
So
Yeah.
beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we got 5 of those. They're
Yeah.
gorgeous. Yeah.
But I think up here, it's a lot easier to grow things versus the beach and the heat. you know.
And because we don't have your issue in the dry season, we actually still get rain year
Right.
round, but we get a lot less
Yeah.
in the dry season, but we
Yeah.
still do get rain, so it makes our lives way easier.
So you guys don't have to do like an extensive drip system like we do. Yeah.
No, we do not.
So, okay, give the world some of the simplest, most effective permaculture tips that help you guys out here on your property.
I think compost tea would be the #1 solution.
What's your formula? Because now you've got a whole recipe.
Well, my formula is a little bit elaborate now, but you can literally make compost tea with compost, and then you can start adding. So then you add, worm castings. You can add.
From your worm farm.
Yes, I have a worm farm. You have molasses, which is very good for bacterial growth, which is good for your vegetables. And then if you want to get into fruit trees, you can make a compost tea with fish hydrolysate, which promotes the fungal activity, which is basically the internet for trees and plants.
Now, is that just dead
Hi,
fish?
Andre.
It is,
Very
well,
good.
no,
Woo!
it's a lactobacillus serum mixed with dead fish, the offcuts of fish, and molasses.
All right.
And it usually takes about 6 months to properly brew.
And it smells.
Okay, you guys. But what's simple? What is the simple stuff?
Okay,
Back to, okay.
What about that idea you were
okay.
telling us about?
I'll tell you an old story, an
Okay.
old school story with planting a fruit tree in the tropics in Costa Rica. Is you dig a hole 2 feet down, and you put in a fish skeleton.
Yes, this
Or
is the
fish
one I like.
bits.
You put
Okay.
you put in 1 egg and break the egg by throwing it in, and then you put a handful of coffee grounds.
Okay.
and then you bury that.
Yeah,
and
and
then
this
you,
is next to your tree, like a
Okay.
foot away from
Okay.
the tree.
yeah, and then a foot above that you plant your tree,
Yeah.
and that will provide everything that tree needs for years.
So this
I-
is a before.
This is when you
The
plant them in your.
planting.
At
this
planting.
is you do it at
At the
planting.
Yeah,
planting.
when it's a younger, newer tree, just to really help it flourish when you've newly planted it.
Yeah.
And we just go to our local fishmonger and we say, hey,
Give us all the bits
yeah,
you don't
what
want.
day can we come by? And they say, oh, come by on Saturday morning, and we'll like take a bucket,
Yeah.
and he gives us all the.
And
All
I
the
did.
bits.
And you
I,
put that in your car? Or
Yeah.
How's
yes.
that?
Well, we did this. I made the.
Hi, Kim. Hi, Daniel.
I made the fish hydrolysate, which is a whole process because I'm using what's called LABS, which is lactobacillus serum. But I kept the skeletons to plant these trees,
But we made the mistake of not doing it that day. We did it the following day,
and
so
it
it
was
was
very,
really
very
smelly.
ripe.
Oh, okay.
And
And what?
I was
And
gagging.
you gagged.
I was
Yeah.
gagging.
And there was vultures started to gather in the trees.
So pelotes.
Yes, it was definitely Vulture City that day.
That was really funny.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Sue, I noticed that, especially in the first greenhouse, you've got a lot of annuals going.
Yeah.
And how often do you replant and do a changeover?
Honestly, about every 2 weeks, I'm planting seedlings.
Okay.
Planting seeds, and then hopefully at that point, my previous seeds are,
Yeah.
healthy enough that I can, move them to the next step. So
So you're
it's
doing
kind of an ongoing.
succession.
I'm doing succession, and because we've only been here like just over a year, everything's an experiment. So we're just
Yeah.
trying to grow everything. We've got a fully enclosed greenhouse, which is warmer, and then we've got a second greenhouse, which just has a roof, so it's cooler. So we're really figuring out what grows and what grows in which greenhouse.
And what is the saying for the planting 4 seeds at
Oh,
a
yeah.
time?
Oh yeah, that was
One
cute.
for
This
the
cute.
mouse,
One for the crow,
one for the crow,
one to rot.
and one to grow.
There you go.
There we go.
And that is what you're dealing with out here. You're dealing with, for every 4 seeds you put in the ground,
Maybe one will
maybe one will come back.
for you.
You know.
And that's kind of general permaculture anyway, is
It
that
is,
make
yeah.
sure you plant for the friends that we inhabit the land with,
Yeah.
and then also because there could be,
Yeah.
mishaps of,
Yeah, we happily feed
Variety.
the pizotes and the agates and
Yeah.
everything else that's on our land.
Yeah.
and the pizotes like your pineapples.
They like the
They
pineapple.
love the
Okay.
pineapples.
And the toucans love the papayas.
Yeah,
And
toucans.
the two greenhouses that Sue was talking about in Costa Rica, it's difficult to do a traditional greenhouse because it's just so humid here.
Yeah.
And hot.
And so in their enclosed greenhouse, they've got several ventilation fans going.
We have solar ventilation. So the brighter the sun, the faster the fans go. So that is
Yeah.
crucial.
Yeah,
in
and
in a closed
And the
environment.
panels are a mesh. They're
Yeah.
not a
That's
solid
right.
plastic. They're not a solid glass.
That's right.
A mesh,
Yeah.
not
That
a
wouldn't work.
mess.
Yeah.
They are also a mess. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Well,
Do you have any other questions?
I don't.
I can give you guys.
Harry likes to talk, so
Yeah.
this could go on forever. So maybe we should stop now.
All right. Well, thank you so much for hosting us here.
Anytime,
Yeah.
anytime.
Yeah, love
Sure.
having you
Thanks
guys
for
here.
tuning in. I don't know what we're teaching you guys. I think maybe you guys are just catching up on what we've been up to for
I
the
think
week,
it's
but these
really
guys
nice
are doing
just-
a really good job.
Yeah, I think it's really nice to see that there are lots of people like-minded in Costa Rica that are doing similar to what we're doing, and it's not just a single dream that we have. You know, we think that, you know, soil regeneration and trying to, you know, have food sovereignty, which for me is an important thing. I don't know how achievable it is. Again, as Sue said, it's a one giant experiment.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, for
we
all of
really
us,
enjoy
right?
For all of us.
doing
Yeah.
doing the work and getting the fruits of our labours, literally.
And seeing you guys every week, seeing how happy you are with your lives here, because we are just as happy. And you know,
Fantastic.
7 years and 9 years in, it's like we've never had a single regret
Yeah.
about moving here.
If
It's
you can
amazing.
escape
Yeah.
standard Western culture and get a piece of land and grow your own food,
Do it.
do it. No question. It's not necessarily an easy life,
No.
but it is a very fulfilling life, which
Yeah.
is the most important thing.
Yeah.
But we also encourage integration and giving back to your local community.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Sue does an awful lot of that.
Yes,
she
she
does.
does.
And actually, do you want to talk about your summer camp real quick?
Very quickly, since we moved here, I've worked for an association called the Family Support Centre of Ojo Chal, which is the village we first lived in, and we basically just help families with food and helping kids with school uniforms and tutoring, all kinds of things. And we've got a summer camp coming up in January, which is 2 weeks, 25 kids per week. Every day we've got different activities, from surfing to art classes to learning about animal rescue, just everything you can think of. And I'm really excited about that because that's my favorite 2
Yay.
weeks with the kids.
Are you guys working with the Kids Saving the Rainforest Rescue or a different one?
No, a
Different
different one,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just found out about that one.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's all amazing. Thank you guys so much.
yeah.
Thank you.
Happy to have
And
you.
if you're in the Ojo Chal area, they have a shop, and you can donate items or buy items
Yes,
for very
it's a thrift store,
yeah.
and it's like a
And it
dollar
supports
store
this
basically
program.
for everyone. But it's everything's been donated from the community.
Yeah. Okay. Then Ken's nudging.
No.
No.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Harry.
Happy
See
Friday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next week on Farm Talk
Is this your phone?
Friday.
No, the hearts aren't going. Okay. Okay. Ciao.
Bye-bye.